Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Apollyon back with Diablo Immortal. I hope you're all doing good, having a great day. Today we will be looking here for the PvP builds for the Diablo Immortal. I have been creating a lot of builds for PvE so far. These are going to be my first PvP builds you can see on your screen. These builds have insane range and you can stay behind and fight your enemies. So if this looks interesting to you, let's go and dive into the main builds. Alright, so first off, we will be checking out some of the basic stuff. That is going to be my stats here. You guys can see I have 4,814 damage, 49,805 health, 775 intelligence, fortitude is 481, vitality 544, willpower is 520. And if we open the stats here, you guys can see 2709 combat rating, armor is 452, armor penetration 548. That is going to increase the critical damage I deal, and potency is low. I need to work on this, but yeah, this is what I have, and I have a bit more resistance there. And as for most stats here, my critical hit chance is pretty decent, 16%, 10%, 10.5% critical hit damage, and these are some other stats here. You guys can see 10% magic find, nothing that is going to affect in the PvP, but resonance is 1035. And as for my gems here, I'm using Seeping Bile. This gem is one of the best in game. I purchased totally free. I always say I purchased this totally free because I've been selling my normal gem skill tomes for platinum, and I end up saving that and purchase this gem totally free inside the game. And then I'm using a Everlasting and Forward Fang, Berserker Eye, Blessing of the Body, and then I have Chip of Stone Flesh, which is not working in these builds. This is for my PvE builds here. And as for the set items, I don't have any set items working currently with the builds, but you guys can go with the set item that you can see on your screen. I don't remember that, but I will have that on your screen so you guys can go for that set item that is going to complement these builds and increase the damage even more. And these are my shoes here. And as for set pieces, these are the set pieces. We will be going into some skills detail right after this. These are the items I am using right now. And yeah, and as for the pants, I have this awaken. I have level 10 gem here, Berserker Eye. I have awakened it, using it for the ice crystal cooldown. It helped me decrease the cooldown 10% even more with the awaken. So yeah, that is what I have. And as for the Paragon tree, let's go and check that out. As for the Paragon tree, I'm using Vanquisher here. I'm going like this, going with damage, then the talent here, damage, and another talent. And now I'm going for the armor penetration. And I have some of the other skills in the treasure hunter tab here. I am someone who farms a PvE a lot, so I use the treasure hunter for the open world farming. For this talent here, greed, it increases the chances of dropping the legendary by up to 75%. It does work if you get lucky. So yeah, I'm having armor here, then I'm having some more damage, then some resistance. All that is good. And at the very end there is some armor penetration here as well, so looks nice. But if you want to go all PvP, you can go with the gladiator tree. And now let's go and check out the skills that we are using. Alright, so the first skill that we will be using is going to be teleport here, and that is being modified by my headpiece. Teleport now causes you to become invincible and leave behind a mirror. Let me show you how it works. When we teleport, you can see there's a mirror image of me behind, so it is going to confuse your enemies. They won't know you where you are, and you will have multiple copies, and it will confuse them. And melee player, they will have really hard time telling where you are, and they will be hitting your mirror image. And as for the second talent here, that is going to be the ice crystal. We have it modified again. We have it actually modified with two pieces. The first one is the chest piece here. Ice crystal now summons a freezing crystal, dealing 14,000 damage over 12 seconds and inflict 20% chill. That stack up 8 times. Ice crystal can no longer be shattered early, so this is going to deal a lot of damage, and it will also chill anyone who will get close to this. So mostly everyone is just going to avoid coming near this crystal, but this is not why we will be using it. We will be using it for the beam. But anyways, the second modification that has been done here is coming from the legs. This is going to be really important. Ice crystal cooldown decreased by 15%. Ice crystal cooldown decreased by 10% is coming from the awaken. Let me show you again. If we go to the pieces here and the legs, the ice crystal cooldown increased by 15%, and another 10% is coming from the piece being awakened, because I have a level 10 gem there that is going to help you decrease the ice crystal cooldown to almost 23 seconds instead of 30 seconds. That is going to help you a lot in game. And as for my third talent, that is going to be Ray of Frost. This is not being modified by anything, so we will be just using this to chill the enemy, slow them down. This is going to be crowd control effect. If a lot of enemies are coming near you, you can use the Ray of Frost with the crystal, and it will chill them, slow them, and it's going to annoy them and even damage them. And as for the fourth talent here, that is going to be disintegrate beam. We have it modified, and let's see the modification done here. The first one is coming from the shoulders. Disintegrate now channel fire, continually dealing 2877 damage, and then burning enemies for an additional 3356 damage over 2 seconds. So this is going to be actually really important. We need this fire to even trigger 2 of the gems. I will talk about this in a second, and let's start CD first. Another modification that is coming from the main hand. Disintegrate damage increased by 10%. So this is coming from the main hand, increasing some damage. So let's talk about this, the fire, why we need this and why this is going to be so important. First off, it deals a lot of damage, so this is the reason that is really important. Another reason this is going to be really important is if we go here and check out our gems, we can see we have an everlasting here, and everlasting can trigger if it crashes on someone, and fire is one of the best talent inside the game to trigger talents like these. First off, you will be putting your enemies on fire, and that will be dealing damage, and that will have a chance of creating on your enemy. And if that happens, this gem here is going to get triggered, and it will start bleeding them. And this is not the only thing. If we come here and check the seeping bar, it has only 4% chance to trigger. So fire is going to help this trigger even faster. For some reason, fire is one of the best element in game to trigger the seeping bar. It trigger this gem like crazy. So if you put your enemy on fire, seeping bar is going to get trigger, everlasting is going to get trigger, and your enemy is just going to burn, poison, and bleed at the same time. And even if they go away, they are going to end up dying to all these effects that you will be causing to them. So yeah, these are my PvP builds. Just use the ice crystal, start with the frost if you want to crowd control, chill them, and then use the disintegrate beam, burn them, kill them, and if they try to come, just confuse them with the mirror images and keep using your beam or just get away. Pretty simple builds, need good movement. Once you get the hang of the builds, you will do really good. And these builds can be played by anyone. You could be a whale or normal player, but how you do with these builds will depend on your resonance as well, since it increase your damage in life as well. So if you have more damage in life, you will do better with these builds, and if you have less life and damage, you won't do that good. But yeah, these are the builds that I'm using inside the game. I'm signing off now. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? And I'll see you guys later with something else. Till then, have fun and take care, guys.